Hi everyone, this is Country Cuddlebugs Nursery, and today I have Lily Rose from the Ashton Drake Galleries. Now this video I decided to do because I had changed Lily Rose around quite a bit. As you can see, she has no hair anymore. Her hair started to fall out. I did do another video on that. And what I found was it was falling out in the center of her head, but on the sides and the back it was in there pretty good. But I have to be honest, for myself, everyone is different. I absolutely love Lily Rose as a bald baby. I also went ahead and changed out her body. Now I originally had her on a bit of a larger body, although from the beginning I wanted her on a smaller body. But while I was on Facebook, there was a friend, Jessie Lopez, and she actually changed her Lily Rose into the 17-inch 3/4 full leg body from Bountiful Baby. And I loved how hers looked, and so I went ahead and ordered that body as well and have now changed her out. Now she is not permanently on this body. She is just tied with the strings that the body came with, because I am planning on giving her some more paint, a little bit of mottling, some veining, a little bit more blushing, and so that's why I just have her loosely on the body. Now the diaper that she is wearing is a newborn and it fits her nicely, so that's what I have on her. I also wanted to do this video because before I take her apart, I had ordered some clothing from a company called Millie and John, and I absolutely love their clothing, especially if you're looking for the Spanish knit, the more fancier outfits. They have such beautiful clothing on there. They have little shoes. I will post the link in the description box below to their website, and if this is the type of clothing that you like, I really recommend that you check out their website. I've ordered 2 times from them now. There is another outfit that I ordered which is beautiful, but I plan on showing that when I get my partial silicone baby Chi in, because that outfit is for her. So once she is complete, I will show that outfit. But I did have this one here that I had ordered for Lily Rose, and so I figured I'd just go ahead and dress her in it now and talk to you a little bit about my experience with the Bradford Exchange when I ordered my little and lovely Gabrielle. So this is going to be a pretty chatty video, but I wanted to address it because I did order that doll and I do not have her anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and start changing Lily Rose into this beautiful outfit. I'll just show you quickly what I did get. Now this is a beautiful 2-piece knit outfit, and it comes with, so it's the top, the shorts, and then the baby bonnet. So I did pick that up, and the company is Dandelion, I believe. Let me see. Yes, it is Dandelion. And then I picked up some socks. These are 100% cotton, just ankle socks. And then they have the little bow in the back. I also picked up some baby pods, and all of these I actually ended up getting when they were on sale. So I thought that they were a really great price, and I'm more so the collector that likes to put the baby dolls in really nice outfits and then just display them. Other than interacting with them on a YouTube video, I really don't. I do have some Paradise Galleries dolls and Ashton Drake dolls for my daughter, and she enjoys playing with them. She loves them. And if you're new to my channel, I am very new to reborning, and I still have yet to start painting my first doll, but I do have all my paints. I have everything ready, everything I need to do reborning. Painting has always been something I've loved since I was a little girl, and I also love dolls as well, and with having my daughter now, I can share that love of dolls again. And so I decided that I want to get into reborning these dolls, and if I end up doing pretty good with them, then I probably will share a little bit of that journey as well. So I also picked up this really cute, sorry, I'm doing this one hand, jacket because it was on sale as well, and it is absolutely beautiful. I just thought it would be a nice thing to dress her in when I am displaying her. Again, by the company Dandelion. And then it just has the button up in the front. And also with this outfit, it's really adorable because it does have the buttons all down the back. So if you are purchasing this for a silicone, it'd probably be a little bit easier to dress, or for a real child, it's a really nice feature to have those buttons on the back because it just makes it a lot easier for dressing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start changing Lily Rose and explain to you my story about Little and Lovely Gabrielle. Okay, so I had purchased the Little and Lovely Gabrielle from the Bradford Exchange. Here in Canada, we cannot order directly from Ashton Drake. So usually the Ashton Drake dolls, I would get them through the Bradford Exchange until I came across a really wonderful company called West Wing Gifts. And they also carry the Ashton Drake Gallery dolls. And I just really love dealing with them because their customer service is superb. And this is where I actually ordered Lily Rose, because on the Bradford Exchange website she was not available. But I can find many dolls that aren't available through there, through West Wing Gifts. So I will also post a link to their website if you care to check them out. They have a large variety of Ashton Drake dolls. So I really wanted a partial silicone, and this was before I ended up getting Baby Chi. And I just really loved Lily Rose. I thought she looked very realistic, and I didn't really know until I seen a few videos myself about her limbs, how they were different sizes, and I really don't understand that because this leg is chunkier than this one and this arm is smaller than this one. So having her on the smaller body, I think she just looks a lot more proportionate, and so this is one of the reasons that I love her even more so. Well, anyways, with Lily Rose, I can't remember if I mentioned the story about her in my last video. I'm not sure now, so I'm just gonna quickly recap again. I ordered Lily Rose through West Wing Gifts, but she did have a lot of imperfections with her. First of all, her box was pretty damaged, so right away that gave me the feeling that she was a doll that was returned. So I ended up opening her up, and she did have some cuts. She had a cut here in her lip. She had a tear in the top of her lip here, and her hair, it was really full, but in the center, it almost, like, it just, when I would brush it, which maybe is normal, it just really started coming out quickly. But my biggest concerns were the rips in her. So I contacted the company, and at the time my brother had just passed away, so I didn't contact them right away. I did after the funeral and everything. And I don't know if he's the owner, his name is Peter, but he was so incredibly kind, so nice, and he just told me that if I would send in some pictures of the imperfections, that he would send them to the Ashton Drake Galleries, and that I probably wouldn't even have to send the doll in, and that they would refund my money. So I did that, and that is exactly what happened. I was able to keep the doll, and they refunded me my money. And again, I cannot say enough about how great the customer service is at West Wind Gifts. So because I did end up getting this doll for free, I did end up ordering some Silpoxy, which if anyone has silicone dolls, I recommend that you have that on hand, because for any little tears or imperfections in your vinyl, the Silpoxy works amazing. You just apply it, you wipe the excess, and then I think it says you leave it on for 12 minutes for it to completely bond your silicone together. And I mean, she looks perfect. She looks amazing. I really didn't think that it would work as well as it did, but it is an amazing product. So because I did get her free, I figured I'm going to do a little bit of changing with her. I did not like the body that she was on. I just think that she looked way too long for the size that her head was. Her head is pretty tiny, and again, her limbs are really tiny, especially this arm. It's much smaller than this one here. And so she just did not look proportionate to me. Having her this way, she just seems like a completely different baby. But what I loved about her the most was her face. She is such a beautiful baby, and her lips are probably my most favorite part on her. So I figured, since I did get the doll for free, I mean, I didn't want to wreck her because I did love her, but I figured I would go ahead and take off the limbs and try her on another body. I did try a few different bodies that I had on hand, and I just was not happy with her. The last body, I think, was, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was like a 19-inch body, which I didn't mind it, but I just think that her torso, this area here, it was too long with her legs. I wanted it just a little bit shorter. And that's when I came across the 17-inch 3/4 full leg body, which I think fits her perfectly, and I love her this way. So that was Lily Rose. Getting back to Little and Lovely Gabrielle, I ordered her because I thought she was an absolutely beautiful doll. She was, I believe, 16 inches, and there was the Little and Lovely Gabrielle, which was like the more African American version, and then there was Pretty and Petite Presley, which was the Caucasian version. And to me, I loved Little and Lovely Gabrielle. I thought she was absolutely beautiful, and I didn't have a African American doll, and I just thought she would be perfect. She was going to be sort of an inexpensive portrait baby of my daughter. So I ended up getting her, but she was damaged. So I was really disappointed because my daughter had seen her. It was a gift, and she was really disappointed when I had to send her back. At first, I was just going to ask to get another baby. But then, because it was a gift, I needed the gift. So I had to order another baby, and then I called the Bradford Exchange and asked them if they could just cancel the order because I ended up having to order another doll. They assured me that I had already sent Little and Lovely Gabrielle back at this point, and they assured me that the order would be canceled. I asked them if they could make sure that another doll not be sent out to me, just because I'm out in the country and I don't drive, and so it would be really difficult to have to send her back. I'd have to go out of my way. I would just appreciate it if they could just not send another doll, and they said that's fine. Well, lo and behold, a few days later, another doll shows up. My daughter saw the box, and she seen that it said Little and Lovely Gabrielle, and she was really excited. And I thought, okay, you know what? She really loved the doll. If the doll is in great condition, I might just end up keeping her because I loved her as well. I think she was a beautiful doll. I love the feel of the silicone. She was a really nice size, so I wanted to keep her as well. Right away, I noticed that the outer box was damaged, and I thought, okay, maybe that happened through delivering the doll. But when I went ahead and opened the other box on the inside, that was damaged as well. and you could tell that the box was not in pristine condition. It looked like it had been opened. The tape on the box was like, there was tape on the box to keep it closed together, and it was also ripped, and it just looked like, you know, when something gets wet, it just looked like it had, you know, it was wet and it had dried. So I wasn't happy about that at all, because right there I could tell that it was another doll that was probably returned and now they're sending it to me. And if the doll is in great condition, I really don't mind. But again, I opened it up, and right away in the back of her leg, there was a huge crack. Now, I had the Silpoxy. I could have fixed her myself, but when I'm spending that much, which for a partial silicone, it's not artist grade silicone, I believe, but it's, you know, a good amount of money to spend on a doll that I shouldn't have to fix it. So I again thought, no, I'm sending the doll back. I just want to be refunded my money. I had done, when I purchased her, I did get it in like payments. So I had already paid 2 payments. And you know, it's been now, I still haven't had my money returned. I send them emails. They have a generated email that they send that someone's looking into it. They forwarded it to where it needs to go, and I will hear back from them. And I still haven't heard back. And I believe that I ordered this doll in the beginning of April, and we are in July, middle of July. So I'm very disappointed with that, with the Bradford Exchange, because they've been a company that's been around so long. I just really was very surprised with the customer service and very disappointed, to be honest. I just realized that I didn't mention what else was wrong with her when I sent Little and Lovely Gabrielle back the first time. With her, I was not happy because I was planning on changing out her body. And when I looked at the bottom of her neck, where the cloth body and her neck joins, there was a huge indentation with some tiny little cracks from the zip cord when they put her cloth body on. And so I knew that once I took her apart, for one, her silicone was cut, so it could split more if I wasn't going to correct to seal up those cracks. And also, even once I did that, there was a huge indent in the crack from the zip cord. So I just didn't think it was going to look really nice. As well, on the inside of her leg, it wasn't cut, but it almost looked like the silicone was not smooth, like nice and smooth. It almost looked like someone had rubbed their finger on the silicone. I don't really know how to explain it, but it didn't look like it was a nice finish on the inside of her leg. So I wasn't happy with that. And so that's the initial reason why I sent her back the first time. So my thoughts on the Ashton Drake Galleries dolls. I think that they are beautiful dolls. They are not so realistic like Realborns, but for anyone who loves dolls would really appreciate the Ashton Drake Galleries dolls. The one thing that I don't like, however, on the website is that they really don't give a lot of information. A lot of dolls that I've seen, I cannot tell if they are 3/4 limb, if they are full limb. So at least through Facebook on the Ashton Drake Galleries group or page, I find that the service there is great. When you ask a question, they always reply promptly, and they do give the information. I just don't understand why they don't post that information on the website and on the specific ad for that doll, because like for instance Paradise Galleries, they put everything. They have tons of pictures. They have, you know, the chart that shows everything about the doll. They list everything about the doll, whether they take a magnetic pacifier, whether they are full limbs, 3/4 limbs. Everything is listed on there, so you know what you're getting. And this way it saves a lot of hassle, whereas if you don't find a video on YouTube on that specific doll, then it's hard to know what you're actually getting until you do get it, and then if you're not happy with it, you have to return it. So I really wish that they would post more information, and also just post the actual picture of the doll. Whereas with Paradise Galleries, what you see is what you get. With the Ashton Drake, you know, the doll looks a lot differently many times than when the doll arrives at your house. It does surprise you a lot of times. The dolls are still very cute. It's just they don't look like their advertised picture when you look on the website. So I wish that they would change those things. I also am not so happy with how they, the materials that they use inside of their bodies. When I did take Little and Lovely Gabrielle apart, actually she wasn't that bad. I mean, her sand was contained in a bag, and she did have plastic beads, which was that I didn't mind. But I have seen other people where they found sand coming out of the cloth body. The bags were poked, you know, and that's when you are spending money for dolls. I think that you should have good quality material in there. And I'm thinking that maybe people have had issues with their dolls, sometimes the vinyl turning blue. You know, you wonder sometimes that sand, where did it come from? Could it be something in the sand? I don't know, but I just think that they are beautiful dolls, and quality means a lot. And I think that between Ashton Drake and Paradise Galleries, like, I do think that Ashton Drake has really, really beautiful dolls. But I think with the price point that Paradise Gallery has, and a lot of times you're getting a lot of stuff with some of the dolls. Sometimes there's 7 pieces when you're purchasing a doll. And, you know, the price is good. The dolls, they're improving all the time. And I love that. I love how when they ask questions about what would you like to see, and people post their answers, they really are aiming to please the customer. And for that, I love Paradise Gallery's dolls. I do also love Ashton Drake, but I just haven't been with the quality. For the few dolls that I've ordered, there's always been something. The only one that I didn't have a problem with was Sweet Baby Liam. He was perfect. I didn't find anything wrong with him. But Charlie had a little bit of imperfections on his vinyl, and then a couple other dolls that I did order and ended up sending them back because I just wasn't happy with the quality of the doll. So it's really hard to know. I still think they make beautiful dolls. I just really wish their quality was better and they were more informative on their advertisements of each doll, to give more information, because, you know, it's really upsetting when you're expecting a doll to be a certain way and then you receive it and you know, it's you know, maybe not completely different, but it doesn't look like what you saw in the picture. So I wish that they would change that about it. As far as the Bradford Exchange, unfortunately, I will not be ordering from them anymore. If I do want to order an Ashton Drake doll, I probably most likely will get it through West Wing Gifts. I did like ordering through the Bradford Exchange because they offered the payment plans. But as I said, it's been probably about 3 months now, and you know, I've paid a little over $100 for her, and I still haven't received my money back. I've sent 2 dolls back in the meantime, and I still haven't heard back from anyone other than a generated email that they send. So that's very unfortunate, but I still do like the Ashton Drake Galleries dolls. I'm kind of always I find myself looking more to the Paradise Galleries just because I think their quality is good, their customer service is great, and they really they show you what you're getting. So, and I really appreciate that. So here Lily Rose is almost complete. She has her bonnet here, and I don't know which way it goes on. I'm thinking it would go this way, right? If I'm wrong, then please correct me and let me know in the comments down below. But I think it goes this way, I would think. And then she wouldn't need a jacket, but for displaying her, it's just such a beautiful jacket that I thought even for the video, I would go ahead and show you what she looks like. I just love this clothing from Millie and John. I highly recommend them. And again, especially if you're the type of collector that just really likes to display their dolls, or maybe you're the type of collector that really interacts with their dolls but just loves this type of clothing. I think it's beautiful. Really beautiful. Okay, so there she is. Now this is her bonnet, but I just wanted to show you what she looks like with her bonnet on. Oh, she's adorable. She is a beautiful baby. You know, I wish that their limbs, and the thing is with Lily Rose, I would have loved her to have been a full limb just for the different options with outfits. It would have been funner to dress her up in sleeveless outfits. But the thing is, with her limbs the way that they are, I almost prefer just covering her up, because this way it's not as noticeable. You can see when she has her jacket on, or even when she had, you know, just the top, that you don't see the limbs. You see the hands at the end, and so it's not as noticeable. But what a beautiful, beautiful baby doll, and I just love this outfit. I think it's so pretty. The shoes are really nice. They were a little bit big on her, but they still look fine. And I'm actually just going to take off her bonnet, because when I display her, I just want her to have a headband on, because I just love her bald head. I love it. And actually, after this video, I probably will be undressing her and taking her apart so that I can give her a little bit more paint, a little bit of veining. I just love the bows on the bald babies. I think they look adorable. Well guys, that will do it. This is the first video that was pretty chatty. It is on the longer hand side, but I just wanted to change out Lily Rose to show you how she looks modified with full legs and a smaller body and no hair. I think she is absolutely beautiful, and her silicone is really nice as well. So I just wanted you to be able to see her before I go ahead and take her apart and just add a little bit more coloring on her. Not much, just a little bit, and a little bit of veining and some mottling. I hope to do an okay job. Again, I still have yet to reborn a kit, but I just feel really motivated and inspired to just add a little bit more paint on her and see how she turns out. I think she is just beautiful. Even just as she is, she's just a beautiful baby doll. Well guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Share the video if you can, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope you consider doing so. As always, you take care of yourselves, and I hope to catch you in my next video. Bye-bye.